Oh, shit talking kitties.
Don't post that on YouTube!
Ow!
Stop throwing newspapers at me!
The candle's out, guys, lest we forget. Look at all the crosses everywhere. Candles. Oh, g'day, Rose. Yeah, good. They're all still setting up. It'll start in half hour, guys. Korea, Malaya, Vietnam, Afghanistan, peacemakers, Iraq. They put more candles out, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a few along this wall. That one looks like it's about to go out. Putting crosses up, guys.
The lands of the Jar Jar people, also known as the Jara people. I would like to acknowledge and recognise their continuing connection to land, waters and culture. Today, along with Australians everywhere, we gather to remember those who have served to defend Australia. We gathered here to honour the memory of those gallant men and women who sacrificed their lives in service of our country. By your presence here, I know there is no doubt in your hearts and your minds that today is especially significant. In cities and towns throughout Australia and overseas, ceremonies like this are a permanent reminder that our Anzacs thought this wonderful country of ours was worth fighting for and dying for. We pause today to acknowledge all current and former members of our Defence Forces, the brave men and women who represent our country on a daily basis. Now serve in Australia and overseas, carrying on the spirit of Anzac. Half a century ago, Australian troops fighting in Vietnam finally put down their weapons after a long-fought, controversial war that cost the lives of more than 500 diggers. Some 60,000 Australian servicemen and women took part in the protracted Vietnam conflict that began as a civil war between the North and the South, until troops from the United States and Australia joined forces with the government of South Vietnam, both in Korea and in a base hospital in Japan. Australia suffered some 1,500 casualties during the war and post-armistice period, including more than 350 who died and 30 who were taken prisoner. Even today, some 40 Australians are still listed as missing in action from the Korean War. And so, this year, as well as 50 years since the cessation of Australia's involvement in Vietnam, it is 70 years since our involvement in Korea. We must not forget today's veterans, the young men and women, some still serving in and those who have returned from duty in more recent conflicts like Afghanistan and Iraq. On Anzac Day we pay tribute to all current and former members of the Australian Defence Force, those lost in training, on operations, the wounded, the injured, the ill, and those still suffering.
I'd like to welcome, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, I'd like to welcome to this dawn service of 2023. We are gathered here together this early morning as dawn is about to break to remember those young men and women who gave their lives in all the conflicts that Anzacs were involved in. And in all, more than 100,000 have died in these wars. Many of you present this morning would have had some relative or friend a casualty of these wars. World War I against Germany and Turkey. World War II against Germany, Italy and Japan. Korea against North Korea and the Chinese army elements.
Well, you recognise it, having attended our dawn service in the past. I'm sure you will all agree it's so appropriate and encompasses the feeling of the dawn service. The sun's first rays, they pierced the night as I stood in the cold of dawn's new light. The trumpet sounded, bagpipes played. I watched with a sadness as wreaths were laid. Standing here so many years on, Gallipolis Anzacs have long been gone. I try to imagine the way they felt, to comprehend the fate that they were dealt. With nowhere to go, they died in vain, so gallant, so brave, in the face of such pain. I think of the guns, the chilling noise, and many, so many, no more than young boys. I think of the mothers waiting alone, waiting for sons who never came home. What I imagine can never come near to the horrors they faced, the terror and the fear. So I pray for their souls at peace now they lie. I pray for the thousands that went there to die. I pray for the soldiers, those that have gone, and I pray that their memory will always live on. I welcome John Whidden back now to recite the ode, and this will be followed by the last post, a minute's silence, Reveille, and lest we forget.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Thank you, Alan.
Rejoice, oh, we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is built by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing. Advance Australia fair. God save our King. Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our King.
God save the king.
Thank you all for joining us this morning, and please, you're welcome to join us in the Memorial Hall for some light refreshments. Thank you very much. And there will be a march along Littleton Street, Hargrave Street, taking you along Mostyn Street to the cemetery, and the service will follow that. Thank you.
Lots of people, guys. Light refreshments, teas and coffees in the RSL hall. Wow. Lest we forget, guys. Look at all their badges and stuff they had in the war, guys. This is amazing. It's like a museum. G'day.
How you going?
Yeah, good, good. This is amazing, guys. The Victoria Cross. Michael C. Madden. Oh, look at the equipment they used. Oh yeah, their hats, their outfits. Mighty medal effort. So my birth father died in the war, guys. So that's why I like Anzac Day, to honour him, because he fought for Romania, which was the country I was born, even though I'm in Australia, but that's where I was born anyway. It's incredible. egg and bacon sandwich I might get, guys. Look at this. Anzac Day. That's all the soldiers with photos. Hey Barb, how you going, love?
Good morning, darling.
She was one of the nurses, that lady. Oh, she's gone in now, but she used to be one of the nurses in the World War II. She's very well known around Castlemaine. Egg and bacon sandwich, guys. More hats. And it ends that cookie, guys. Dawn is coming, look, daylight. Look at that, guys, daylight is coming.